Young and the Restless next week. Victor and Phyllis play dirty and Mariah confesses. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Young and the Restless spoilers. Victor Newman's war against Claire and Kyle. As this week ended, you're going to see Victor on the warpath after Claire tells him she and Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, are moving in together. Victor does not respect Claire's right to choose who she loves, nor will he listen to Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, when she cautions him on this matter. When Victor found out that Claire and Kyle were planning to buy Adam Newman, Mark Grossman's apartment to live in, he really lost it. Victor decided that Kyle is intentionally trying to pull Claire away from her family and he's not going to allow it. This is turning into a real Romeo and Juliet story, which we had been promised in Young and the Restless spoilers, and it's happening. Claire was kind of stunned by the end of this week when Nikki tried to get her to back down instead of getting Victor to back down, because Claire thought Nikki was on the same page as her. But first, Nikki was questioning if Claire is rushing into this and if somehow she's being pressured to move in with Kyle. But Claire knows her own mind. However, Nikki was trying to suggest that they need to appease Victor right now because he won't handle it well right now. But then Nikki also admitted that Victor will never accept Claire being with Kyle no matter how much time he's given. So, right now doesn't matter. Young and the Restless spoilers, Victor's control tactics. The bottom line, Victor wants what Victor wants. And he's going to burn everything down if it doesn't go his way. And Claire is quite upset by all this because she doesn't want to lose Kyle, whom she loves, or Victor, whom she cares about, or her family ties. But really, the only one writing Claire about this is Victor. The rest of the family does not care that she is dating Kyle. They either don't care or they're supportive. And then there's just Victor as the outlier playing master of the universe trying to control everything. After Claire accused Victor, Eric Braden, of trying to make her choose a side, he's telling Claire she doesn't understand how much the Abbotts and Newmans loathe each other. But that's not accurate. It's pretty much just Victor loathing Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, and his son. Now, I will say that Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, loathes Victor because he has done a lot of terrible things to him, most recently stealing Chancellor. But otherwise, the rest of the Abbotts would just like Victor to chill out and leave them be. They don't want to do this grudge match thing. But in the end, this is all just Victor waging a war that nobody but him wants. Young and the Restless spoilers, Victor targets Claire and Kyle. So even though Claire made clear she loves Kyle and won't give him up, Victor is intent on blowing them up. So he went over to Jabot on Friday, said Kyle can't buy Adam apartment, threatened him, he'd better stay away from Claire. And Victor was all this smack talk about how Kyle is going to destroy Claire. Just all this nastiness. And then Victor marched over and told Adam he is not allowed to sell his apartment to Claire and Kyle. But Adam's like, it's just money. Who cares? Claire and Kyle will just buy another apartment if they don't buy mine. So, we'll see if he defies his father or not. But he's just kind of like, this is stupid. And this sets the stage next week for Victor to get into some other dirty dealings while plotting against Claire and her guy. YNR, Claire's surprising plan to win over Victor. Now Kyle feels bad when Claire tells him how awfully things went with her grandpa Victor. And then Kyle's worrying that Claire will walk away from him because Victor will never approve. But Claire vows to stick with Kyle and face Victor together. So next week, Claire tells Nikki and Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, that they have to change Victor's mind about Kyle, Michael Mealer. And Claire got a big idea. She tells Nikki and Victoria that she wants to throw a party. Now, I don't know how a party is going to make Victor accept Kyle Abbott as her guy, but we'll see. Maybe Claire's plan is something fantastic. Have Kyle jump out of the cake or something, right? Because this should be for Nikki's birthday party. Given that party planner Pietro is coming soon, he's going to be played by Queer Eye's Jai Rodriguez. It looks like Claire may be working with Victor to help plan a big do for her grandma Nikki. And Claire somehow thinks that throwing this massive party is going to warm up Victor. It will not. He is out of control. He needs a kick in the pants from karma, IMHO. So Claire taking steps next week to Mariah Copeland. Victor Newman plots with Phyllis Summers on YNR. And that is part of why Victor meets with Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, next week. Last time we saw her, Phyllis was furious that Billy fired her and replaced her with Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, at Abbott.com. And Phyllis threatened Billy, saying he'd regret doing this to her, when realistically she was spiraling and gave him no choice. So, next week, Phyllis goes and she's